to the reading room, where we choose historical literature and analyze it to uncover the deeper meaning within it. I'm Kgomontso and I'm with Mbongo and Madondo. In today's story is a love story that ends with an X. The title is More Passion by Kgomontso, and it was published in the Drum magazine that ran in the 1950s throughout. The magazine became a huge part of Black South African people because it was where journalists and writers could voice their opinions at a time where they did not have a voice because of the apartheid system.
The summary of the story, More Passion by Kgomontso, is a short story which gives a sense of a tragedy. It is set in the apartheid era and follows the characters of Linga and Mapula, which were people from different, they were in love, but they were from different ethnic groups, which was kind of not allowed during the apartheid era. They meet in a train which was crowded, and then they create an emotional connection, and then they start meeting secretly because they know that what they are doing is not acceptable, especially in their communities. So their relationship is discovered by Mapula's brother, who therefore tells Alpheus about their relationship, and then driven by anger and fury, Alpheus was a political member and a community leader. Driven by anger that his niece is dating someone from another ethnic group, he steers the community against Linga, and then they hunt Linga violently, hoping to find him and then beat him up. Initially, he escapes the hunt and then joins the crowd in search for him, wearing a white handkerchief and hiding himself. But then they find him, they realize that he is amongst the group, and then they beat him up. Realizing the brutality, Mapula then uses the axe to kill his own uncle.
So I'd like to start our discussion with a question. Do you guys believe that their love was ever possible? Like, do you guys think it was worth the risk for them to want to start something?
Well, in my opinion, I think their love was genuine. I think,
like, I'm saying, do you think it was possible?
Yes, I think it was possible and genuine. I think because of now, they did not allow any differences of their love. They dated knowing well that it's forbidden for a Xhosa man to be in love with a Sotho woman. Still, it's possible because of now they had ones what they had once. So in short, it was possible.
What do you think?
I think it is possible. At the end of the day, you only love, just like you said, that the hearts want the white ones. I think it is possible. It's just that during the apartheid era, people were separated, and then due to the limited resources and stuff, and then they became at war. So it was kind of a community influence that they were not supposed to be together, but I think you can be with whoever you want to be.
Maybe it was not, because they knew the risk. I believe at that time they would witness like how the mob would act, or maybe the violence that was around. I believe they did know about that, so I just believe they were risking with their lives.
Another thing, I think that their connection, their love was tender because of now knowing exactly Linga is Xhosa and Mapula is Sotho. They knew the risk that they were taking, and Temba makes a point saying that love is mysterious regardless of ethnic group that you come from. And even though everything around them said they shouldn't be together, the wars, the brutality, the differences, ethnic group, still they chose to be together. Moving on, guys, I would like us to discuss the characters in the story. First, I would like us to discuss about Linga. Well, personally, I think that Linga is a very important, fragile, and impatient person. He's intelligent. The reason why I'm saying this is because in his nation and the Sotho nation, he's the only person that saw this is very wrong. The war is very wrong. The misunderstanding, the two ethnic groups not getting together is very wrong. Why am I saying this? It's because of now he stated that he wonders where the courageous leaders went to. He wonders that what is his society doing to itself, because of now we are all black societies, and now we are fighting against each other. So he's not just killed by the mob, he's killed by the ignorance of trying to speak out his justice, trying to speak out what he's against, which is the two tribal communities not being together or fighting against one another. So what do you guys think about the other characters?
One character that breaks my heart is Mbongo, because she knew what was happening, but the fact that her love was so strong, that she was so in love, she could not help it. She chose to love the person that she knew that they can never be together in the society that they were living in. She chose to run in the crowd and hug him. And that backfired on us. She chose to pick that ex up to kill her uncle because she had enough at that point. A lot was going on. So she really breaks my heart because I believe she had pure intention.
Can I add something? Regarding Mapula, I think what she did is right. Doesn't mean now how can you react when you see your lover being killed by the uncle? This shows that during the apartheid era, water was thicker than blood. Because remember that Mapula killed her own uncle for someone that is not related to her at all. So yes, in that manner,
You believe that her killing her uncle is right?
yes, because of now, how can you just stand there and watch someone kill your lover? Someone kills your lover in a manner that is so brutality. So I think that she wanted justice for her lover, so that's why she could not bear the pain of seeing her lover dead, being killed like that. Yeah. So what do you think about the other character?
With regards to Alpheus, Alpheus was a powerful and passionate community leader who believed in ethnic loyalty and political unity. I think he's a very strong character because bear in mind it was in the apartheid era. You have to do whatever you have to do to survive. So I think he was wandering across the parameters of the society that they lived in.
Okay. Can I say something? So guys, I only remember this point as we were talking about Alpheus. Going back to Linga, I think he's very intelligent. He uses the word something like nice to describe the deepening of how the cruel society they lived in. This is because of now he uses apartheid as one of the major impact that we're living in such communities. Because of now, at the beginning of the play, when Linga and Mapula met on the train, remember that the train is overcrowded, and then in their communities, poverty is taking place. That means that there are few resources, and then being that in that few resources, the Sotho and Xhosa tribe have to fight for those resources in order to survive. So, in short, I'm saying, due to the apartheid era and system, the Sotho tribe and Xhosa tribe were fighting for over resources that were few that were given by the whites. They wanted to mark their territory. So this means that colonization and apartheid contributed a lot in this story. Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
Yes, you are right.
Guys, how about we discuss the themes of the story? Well, the most thing that popped out while I was reading is the love across tribal difference or tribal divisions. Well, the story shows that Linga and Mapula's love was very strong, but then the tribal challenges had challenged so many ways. There were social expectations that a Sotho woman and a Xhosa man were not meant to be together. Hence, I'm saying that division, like the community had divisions that Xhosas should only be with Xhosas, where other Sothos should be only with Sothos. So hence, I'm saying their love across tribal division was there. Okay, moving on. Do you want to add something? Okay, moving on to mob mentality and violence. When a mob or a community is being led by someone who is strong, manipulative, they can be very violent. Why am I saying this? Community is very violent, but then if ever they have someone that is very manipulative and someone that is very optimistic, narcissist can be very violent because of now the community was very free, but then led by Afias as he was manipulative, he led the community and then they formed a mob that went and killed Mapula's lover, which is Linga. Okay, the last but not least, okay, sorry.
I believe the mob is a scary thing because when you think about it, it's just people in the community. A simple person that you see every day could someday do something so bad to someone. The fact that people get together to do such activities as killing, that's so scary.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do. So guys, the last thing that I came across when I was reading, I realized the theme of effects of apartheid and division. Okay, the story highlights how apartheid and social oppression created conflict among black communities, causing people to turn against each other instead of uniting. Because of now, when we look at the story, Sothos are black people, Xhosas are black people. But then, the apartheid system tend to make them think that they are very different from each other and should be against each other, right? So black people were turning against each other.
It's like
Due to the apartheid system and condition that took place. So guys, do you have anything else to add?
I think it was kind of a strategy because when you limit resources for another black person and then give few resources to another black person while they are both oppressed, that makes them fight against each other because nobody wants to live under poverty.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also do believe that it was a strategy because if the system can create the black people to fight amongst each other, the system can continue with whatever is happening on the side without the blacks being a problem. So they create conflict for them, and then they are just there dealing with whatever they want to deal with. So guys, let's bring this topic home, like relate this story to 2026. Why does it still matter?
Okay, I think that the story matters because of currently here at South Africa we are facing a very serious thing. There's still much that is happening that started from KZN. I think that what happened in mob justice still happens today, but indirectly so. Why am I saying this? This is because of now the Zulu tribes and few of the other tribes want the other African Americans to leave South Africa. This is because of now there are xenophobic attacks, the march to march, if ever you are from other African country, they immigrate you back home. So I think it relates to mob justice because of now the Nigerians, Ghanaians, Mozambicans, they are against the Zulu tribe. So it relates to what's happening here in 2026.
So basically the mob mentality did not die with apartheid, it still exists with us.
Yes.
People choose to form a group and then go attack people instead of solving situations differently.
Yeah.
So
We can say apartheid left a scar in our minds because how can we initiate something like this? Because we are all the people.
Yes.
So it's kind of like an apartheid framework or something.
Yeah, I must agree because of now, just like in the apartheid era, blacks are turning against blacks, not blacks against white. Why am I saying this? Bear in mind that in the mob justice, it was Sothos against Xhosas. They are all black. Now in 2026, it's South Africans against other African countries. Still, we are all black. Why can't it be South Africans against white people? in the mob justice, why can't we be my mistake, in mob session, why can't we be Zulus, I mean Xhosa Sotus against the white people because of they are the one who implemented the apartheid system.
And if you look at it, in mob passion, they were against each other because they had fewer resources. And in 2026, we are against other African countries because of limited jobs.
Yes.
So it's kind of related.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to add something because before we close today's episode? Do you want to add something?
My mind is blank.
Okay, yeah. Well, in today's episode, what makes you think? Did you think anger? Did you think that the story was nice? What do you think about love during the apartheid? Ken Temba would love us to talk more and delve deeply into what's happening today. And in this, we hope that you really enjoyed today's episode, and we think that we have done some justice in Ken Temba's work. Thank you guys. See you on the another episode. Bye.